Yo guys, how is it going? Some random dude here. So I just want to showcase you all my brand new air conditioner. Now many of you might remember about a year ago, if you guys are long-time subscribers to my channel, I made a video on my portable AC, just getting some temperature readings and stuff. And honestly, I really did like that portable AC unit, despite it being a single hose unit. But eventually, well, just like 2 weeks ago before I got this one, oh boy, did it stink. It stunk really bad. So I didn't know it was wrong until we took it apart and realized it was infested with mold. And part of the reason is probably because it was sitting full of water all the time. And just like window air conditioners, it kind of sloshes the water on the condenser. Except it had an actual motor to do that, not a ring on the fan. This one has that, but there's actually a built-in drain plug on it. So I immediately took that plug out because I knew if I wouldn't, this thing would be infested in mold by like 2 years. Well, maybe not infested, but it would start to stink after 2 years. So, yeah, and that drain hole does work. I've seen it dripping, so it does work. I don't need to drill any excess holes. Anyways, without further ado, I guess I'll power this on. You can actually turn off the buzzer on this one, unlike my Midea. The fan just kicked on. Now, unlike any traditional air conditioner that just turns off and on, this thing is variable speed. It has inverter technology, meaning the compressor and fan motor are both variable speed. Pretty cool. And I know the fan is on, but the compressor also just kicked on. Which is not what I was intending for, but, well, too late, I guess. Let's get on the flashlight. You can see the fan in the back. You can probably hear the refrigerant gurgling. I need to get in there and clean that evaporator off. It's kind of dirty. That yellow thing is the temperature probe. Like I said, you could probably hear the refrigerant gurgling. And that the bends on the coil are just from shipping damage. Can't say I'm surprised. I just cleaned this off 2 days ago, and it's already got dust all over it. Oh, Jesus Christ. Alright, well, that's that. This is the remote. Oh, now it's beeping again. Or it was. Oh, wait, it's on sleep mode. So it's going to turn off the display. Okay, let's turn off sleep. Alright, there we go. Display on. Now this should stay on all the time. Okay, so it is currently set to 67 degrees. I don't know what the temperature is reading. Oh, the fan's trying to ramp up. No, I don't want that. There is something in... Oh, Jesus. Sorry. Foot's in the way. Okay, there we go. There is a page in here that does display what the modes and stuff do. But I don't know where that is. Alright, so here's one thing I'd like to point out, though. See, sorry, that's so bright. I can actually dim it. There we go. Okay, so... normal sounds. Sound of rushing air is just from the fan. As you can probably hear the air rushing out of it. Gargling and hissing noises. It's normal to hear hiss for like up to 20 seconds, and then it should go away. Especially if you're firing it up like after a whole winter. Yeah, that's normal. But if the hissing doesn't go away, that could be an indication that the unit is running low on refrigerant, or it's just completely out. You should always start to hear a gurgling noise, meaning the refrigerant is boiling. Literally boiling, that's what it means. High-pitched chatter is just a compressor you might have heard a few minutes ago. Vibration, well, I don't really have vibration problems. It's not in this unit. Okay, now, there we go. So currently it's in cool mode, meaning it does just cool the room to the desired temperature. dry mode is a dehumidify mode, which cooling mode already does, so I don't really see the point of that. Fan mode, it's in the name, it runs the fan. Auto mode, it just, you know, runs the air conditioner. Well, it actually, how do I say this? It chooses for you, essentially. Like the air conditioner chooses what it should do for you. And yeah, that is about it. I mean, nothing else to it. I have the built-in Wi-Fi model, and this is connected to my, you might want to mute your devices, Amazon Alexa device. So, and it does work. The Wi-Fi is like connected. You can actually see the little indicator right there by the 7. So, I mean, yeah, it works. It was a little bit of a pain, but then I realized I was the problem, not the app or the air conditioner. But overall, this unit is a really good unit. It does the job. It is definitely as good as my portable AC unit was. This thing cools a crap ton faster, probably because it's 10 times more efficient. So, yeah, that is about it for this unit. Thanks for actually, not quite. Let me get a temperature reading for you guys. Okay, where did I put that temperature sensor? Okay, so it's just a meat thermometer, but I use it as a temperature sensor as well. Okay, so what I'm going to do is just stick it in the vent. If I can get it to stay, of course, if I can get it to stay, of course. There we go. Okay. For crying out loud! Stay in there. Now we'll switch it on. Only 55. Really? Well, I can do something to turn down the fan speed even more. There's actually like 2 hidden settings that aren't displayed on this unit. So you can probably see it says low, medium, and high, and well, an automatic, but there is actually a lower fan speed than what it's running right now. So it's actually getting lower. Alright, let me do something. Hey, Amazon, set the AC fan speed to mute. I don't know if you could tell, but the fan speed did just drop. I could tell. The mic not have picked. The mic might. Holy cow! The microphone might not have picked it up. But yeah, I might actually. There we go. Usually at nighttime, I keep it around 66 to 67 degrees, and then during the daytime, around 71. Because in the daytime, of course, it's hotter. So I don't want this thing to work as hard to cool down the room to saying, like, yeah, like what it's set to right now. It would, if it's like a 90-degree day, which, well, I mean, I live in Wisconsin, so it does get pretty warm in the summer. Next week, we're actually supposed to have a giant 90-degree heat wave. So this thing will definitely be working really hard to cool my room in that weather. So it's always best to keep your AC bumped up a little higher than what usually you have it set to, especially on hot days. Because on hot days, it's going to have to run really hard to keep it nice and cool. You can see it's at 48. It does get colder than that. I've seen it get to 37 degrees. Well, no, not 37. 39 degrees. So it can... Oh, jeez. It can get pretty freaking cold. Just like my Midea. I'm pretty sure my Midea got to 39. Unfortunately, this thing uses R32 refrigerant. I think it says it on the side here. Yep, right there. R32. Don't get me wrong, R32 does still work, but it's not like R30. It's not like R12 or R22. R22 is probably the best. So, thanks for watching. We'll catch y'all later. Bye.